Thanks, Jenilee. Now look at that Jeff Fisher. He has the best porn mustache in the NFL, bar none. Used to be Bill Cowher, but he's too busy sitting behind a desk now doing commentary. He could have been coaching our Bears. Hello, hello. Anyway, I digress. I'm sorry. Here are your wide receivers and tight ends that ended last season in beast mode that are going to continue to be ravenous for you this season. You're going to have to snatch them up in the middle rounds because you're not going to wait until the end. My first beast mode candidate is wide receiver ANQUAN BOLDIN, now on the Niners. This guy just won a Super Bowl, everybody, and we all know that the ball sticks to a Super Bowl ring pretty good, you know? This guy's stoked and ready. He's ready to be the #1 receiver because Crabtree's out, got injured in the offseason. I know everybody says he has a lot of rust. He's getting old. I think he's going to do fantastic. He ended in top form last season, 65 catches last year, 921 yards, 4 touchdowns. I know not a lot of touchdowns, but tons of yards, averaged 95 yards and a touchdown in 4 playoff games. Like I said, playoff games. That's the key. My second candidate is wide receiver Antonio Brown of the Steelers. Now, I know he started off slow last season, but with Wallace off to MIAing in MIA, so to speak, he is Big Ben's go-to guy. Big Ben is going to ride this guy harder than he rides his Harley in the offseason because Brown has something to prove because of his slow start last season. He ended last season strong, 66 receptions, 787 yards. He scored 3 more touchdowns than the pitiful season the year before where he only had 2. He had 5. I predict he's going to do 8. You heard it here first from the Beast. My third candidate is tight end Greg Olsen of the Panthers. Now, he finally shook off his slow career start in Chicago where a lackluster coaching staff didn't do him any good. Now, I have to digress here for a moment away from Greg. I have a bone to pick with our former offensive coordinator, Ron Turner. Thanks for running our team into the ground when we first got Jay Cutler and Olsen. Enjoy your head coaching stint at FIU. What does that stand for? The Florida International University Panthers? Get eaten by an alligator, goddammit. I'm telling you. Do not show your face around Chicago. You're not getting a free beer anywhere. Anyway, sorry about that. Have to get it out of my system. Got sweetness on my chest here. Olsen finally had his breakthrough season last year in 2012. He has this on-field bromance now with quarterback Cam Newton. He caught 69 passes for 843 yards and 5 touchdowns. That's 300 more yards and 24 more receptions for you PPR people out there. He was targeted 104 times last season. That gives him the 6th most fantasy points among all tight ends. He's going to go early. I took him early in my mock draft that I did today, preparing for my draft tomorrow. You got to take him. So, now we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we are going to have our guest and resident risk taker, Cash Khan. He's going to be Skyping in from Texas with his Gambles of the Week. Picks that are unorthodox and you won't expect. Stay tuned. Tune into the Stream.tv next week. We're going to continue our pre-draft shows. Next week, the positions are going to be kickers, tight ends, and of course, defenses. So, everybody make sure you tune in because you're going to need them in the last rounds of your draft when you're just hanging on.